Creepy Reddit story time. Cheesy_biscuit writes, "My house is a church from the 1700s, with a cemetery and all right out front. Needless to say, I've had a lot of creepy, scary stuff go down. All of my following situations will be tied together at the end. Okay, here we go. One day I walked up to my room and found my phone charger disconnected from the wall beside my bed. It was under all my dirty clothes, and the wire had also been disconnected from the part that goes into the wall. Put it all back, no problem. This happened for 3 consecutive days. On that third day, I was putting it back into the wall beside my bed, and I had some difficulty getting it into the wall, and I started hitting random things on my touchscreen, felt the vibrations. When I finally looked at my phone, I had pulled up the call screen and dialed 666. I was in my upstairs bathroom a few summers ago. Right outside that bathroom there is a long hallway that leads to my parents' bedroom and a spare bedroom at the end. When I left the bedroom, I looked down the hall and saw a man standing there. He looked at me for a few seconds, and then he turned and walked into the spare bedroom. I had a dream that felt like it lasted all night one time. The entire dream was the typical little girls in white dresses. They were standing beside my bed watching me sleep. Me and my girlfriend at the time, a few years ago, heard a distinct whistle in my bedroom. No one was even home when we heard it, and I think we heard it on 3 separate occasions. I was lying on my bed late one night after midnight, with my head at the end where my feet usually are, just watching TV. Out of nowhere, the strings on my acoustic guitar strummed right next to me. I had to grab something in my room real quick one time and sat down on my bed. I read a text message. I felt an impression on the bed next to me. I felt a small wind and heard the air that would release if you flopped on the bed all at the same time. To tie it all together, I invested in a digital voice recorder to see if I could pick up some frequencies that we can't hear. I asked about the whistling and heard no answer. No whistle, anything in person. Played the tape back and heard that same distinct whistle a few seconds after I asked. I asked then if they liked my guitars, because I'd heard them playing with it. Played it back and heard a female giggle. Had that dream about the little girls. Went to the room where I saw the man walking and asked if there was anyone there, and all hell broke loose. I heard a groan. A heavy man voice responded to every question I asked. Nothing legible, more like grunts and uh-huhs. When I asked him to give me a sign that he's here, like tapping or something, tapping began on the TV that was in the room. So I kept asking questions and gained information through tap responses. It was pretty crazy. Haven't used the recorder since. I was kind of freaked out, though I never found anything negative that would have explained the 666 on my phone. For more creepy stories, like and subscribe.